Hey guys, today we're reviewing Transformers Studio Series number 57, Bumblebee the movie, Bumblebee, Offroad Bumblebee. So here he is in his robot mode, and I gotta say this guy is actually a hidden gem. I actually wasn't excited when this guy was announced slash leaked. Uh, didn't really care for a Jeep Bumblebee. Like, we already have many Bumblebees. Though what I did notice is like this guy could use the same backdrop that he has, like the backdrop he has. They could reuse it for Blitzwing, so that immediately confirmed Blitzwing in my head. So I was right with that. Yeah, I reviewed Blitzwing at New York Toy Fair a couple weeks ago. So yeah, that's positive things, I guess. So yeah, but actually this guy is pretty good, a pretty good figure. I really love this figure. So yeah, let's get started. So here is Offroad Bumblebee, or Jeep Bumblebee, whatever you want to call him, and this guy has a lot of articulation. He is very accurate to his model and from the movie. So yeah, so he has a ball joint right here, hinge right here, or not a hinge, oh, I guess it's a hinge, swivel right here, bends at the elbow right here, swivel right here at the waist, but the kibble's limiting it. Ball joint right here on the legs, and then swivel to turn it around, bends at the knee, and ankle articulation. That's great. It actually is in a ball joint right here, if I believe. Yeah, you can see it right there. It's in a ball joint. Pretty cool ball joint. So yeah, so this guy is pretty amazing. You could do amazing poses with this guy compared to the other one. So here he is next to the original VW Bumblebee, and you can see the differences with the two of them. This guy is obviously going to be more accurate because of the IBM files. The IBM files were out after the movie came out. Like, it's been almost 2 years since the movie came out. So this one, they're using early prototype stages of the file. So yeah, that's why he has the wings on his back and the inaccurate blade. So speaking of the blade, there is two little tab sections right here where you could tab the blade right here. The blade's on the two little tabs right there, and it could plug in right there. So yeah, and then it's on each arm, so you could put two blades right here. Let me see. Come on. Double blade action right here. Sting like a bee. So yeah, I removed the wings off this one because I don't like this figure. Like, this figure cannot transform at all. It's stuck in there, so that's a story for another time. So yeah, this guy, you could do a lot of amazing poses. You could bend his knee, go like this, and all crazy stuff. And yeah, I'm very surprised by the articulation of this guy. Like, did not expect this crazy amount of articulation. Here's the back. You can see the kibble. It's not that bad. Like, the backpack kibble is not that bad. Yeah, I don't have to complain. You can barely tell about the kibble, like the big giant wheels that he had in the movie. They're on this figure too, and yeah. So, and for another comparison, let me see where he's at. Here he is with Energon Igniters Blitzwing came out a year ago, 2 years ago. Actually, it was a year ago. He's not even in the frame. Wow. This is a size difference. This is probably an estimate what his Blitzwing is going to be. So yeah, this is my Blitzwing for now until the Studio Series one comes out later in the year. So yeah, that'll be my Blitzwing for now. So move this guy out the way. So yeah, if anyone was wondering, yes, this is removable. The gun is removable right here. And the other Bumblebee can hold it. Let me see, where's the other Bumblebee? Here's the Bumblebee, and it actually looks pretty great on this Bumblebee right here. The cannon looks much better than the other one. Looked like a small minigun. And yeah, I like the cannon on this one better for a Bumblebee. This is Bumblebee. So yeah, with the blades. So let's get a transformation. So transformation's going to be pretty simple. Actually, it's not very simple. There's a lot of steps, but it's the steps, the transformation is pretty worth it in my opinion for a nice clean vehicle mode. So let's get started. For transformation, first thing to do is tab the pack right here, move this down, or actually leave that up for right now. Move this, unhinge the parts right here, the wheel part right here. There's a lot of hinges, tabs, and hinges, everything. Move this forward. Move this right here. Actually, yeah, move right there, and then move this right there. The feet. Move the wheel up, and then do something over here. Unhinge that stuff right here. Then move this up, and then push this in. It all collapses right here. And then do the same thing over here. Turn the feet around and just push it in right here, and it tabs right there. And move that up right there. Move this down. Tab this together. And almost there. So move this out of the way, and then this entire piece right here goes all the way back. Move the head forward, actually move it back, and then this pieces just collapse right here. The chest pieces just collapse right there, and right here the arms just straighten them right out right here. Just little tabs right here on his arms. They tab in right here, each side on two tab holes on each side, and they tab right here. I'm sorry if it's out of the frame sometimes. I'm trying to focus on it. And just tab everything right there, and tab the side right there. Push this forward, push this down, and make sure everything's tabbed in together right here. And then tab, yeah. There we have Jeep Bumblebee in his vehicle mode. So before I move on forward, I just had to mention that the seats go up right here and go up forward right here, and just tab everything together for now. And there we go. So here he is again in his Jeep mode, and yeah, this Jeep mode is a pretty good mode. I really like it. It's very clean. Yeah, other than the arms right here on the side, you can barely tell it's a Bumblebee figure. Like somehow this managed to transform into a Bumblebee figure. That's crazy. This actually reminds me of that one figure from the Creole line, the Beast Hunter's Bumblebee figure. The building set, I guess. They transform into like an off-road type of truck, like a Jeep. And I guess this is it. Not really. This is a little bit smaller Jeep. So yeah. So for size comparison, here he is next to the Universe Hound, I believe, or Classics Hound, one of those. And you can see the difference right here in size. This one's a bit smaller. This was a deluxe back in the day, $10 and $20 now. I guess you can cost inflation, you can factor in inflation and all that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, this will be a nice little Hound custom if you want to. There's no peg holes right here for the missile launcher, so you're gonna have to do that yourself. Yeah, and these are the feet. They could have put the siege gimmick, like the peg hole feet on the figure, but they didn't. I guess because it's not old for Cybertron, the figure. Could have been a cool cross compatibility for the lines. So here he is next to the VW Jeep, or not, the VW Bumblebee, the Beetle. I guess the Beetle's smaller than a Jeep. I don't know. I've never seen a Willis Jeep in real life, but in the movie he did look a little bit smaller than what he is in. So yeah. Guess this is accurate. I don't know, like I said. And one final comparison. Here he is with the Camaro Bumblebee. So yeah, there's some details right here. There's a wheel, a gas tank or gas canister right there. There's a little steering wheel right here. So I guess this is, I don't know. Some other stuff right here. Here's the front of the Jeep. The side, nothing much for details. Yeah, so where's the gun? The gun can actually be stored here in the back, down here. There's two little sections right here. You could tab right there, and right here. They just slide in there and stay together right down there. I can't get this tab together. Let me look forward. Here we go. Here he is with the cannon on the bottom of the car. And yeah, that's how the tabs in the vehicle mode. So yeah, it's a fun, pretty nice little vehicle mode right here. So yeah, it's a pretty small vehicle mode too. So let me bring in Studio Series Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie right here real quick. And yeah, you can see the difference right here. Actually, yep, here she is. Got a Studio Series Shattered here too. I didn't know that, wow. So this size right there. Crazy how small the figure is, and transforms into a Jeep too. That's crazy. So this is it for the vehicle mode, and let's transform this guy in his robot mode again for one final time. So first thing to do is move this up, move the steering wheel up, move the seats down, tap the, I already did that. Did I forget that right now? Push this down, untab these right here, or actually move these parts out of here, then tap this right here, tap right there. Here we go. Move this down, and then let me see. There we go. And then the other one. Here we go. Move this up. Move the head up, and then move the wheels back. And then these two tabs, there's two long tabs, you just tab in the back right here. Tab in the wheels right there. There's two tab holes right there, they just tab in. And then move this, the faces down. Move this down, push that in there. Turn the arms to the side. And then move the feet around, turn it around, and then these sections just collapse down here. The wheel collapses right down there. Move down this section. Same thing over here. Untab it, turn it around. Just collapses down here. This goes down here, and then this section goes down here and up there. So here we have Studio Series Offroad Bumblebee. And yeah, I forgot to mention he does have head articulation right here. It's on a ball joint, but not really. It's on a hinge. But the joint right there is on a ball joint. So yeah. So here's with the gun. And no, the face is not removable. You can't remove the face to put the mask. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. Unless you're doing some modding, you cannot do that, so that sucks. So anyways, this is pretty much it for the review. One final thing for the figure back. Here's the packaging, art, Studio Series number 57, Transformers Bumblebee, Offroad Bumblebee 57, Bumblebee art right here, Studio Series. And then the Jeep logo right here. The Jeep's grill and related logos, vehicle models, and trademarks of FCA USA. Okay, whatever. Bumblebee goes to toe-to-toe with Blitzwing in a canyon shaking battle. Cool canyon attack. Let's see the backdrop. Here's the backdrop, and here is Bumblebee. And it's pretty nice art. This actually Blitzwing right here. Blitzwing's right here. You can see Blitzwing before he does his airstrike. Some nice soldiers. No John Cena, unfortunately. I guess John Cena's never around, so I guess funny joke, whatever. Yeah, so this is it for this review. I give this figure a 9 out of 10. No, actually not a 9 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. This figure is great. Much better than the original Bumblebee. Original Volkswagen Bumblebee, but yeah. Here's with his blades. So this is it for this review. See you next video, guys.